As you sit back and begin to explore the journey of motivation, it's almost as if you can feel it beginning to unfold inside you. As we explore, notice how easily things begin to flow for you, as if it was always meant to be this way, just like how the sun naturally rises every morning, always there, always flowing. You might find as we begin to create the right context, your mind naturally starts to expand, creating a space where curiosity begins to emerge, where connection begins to unfold, just like the gentle flow of a river carving its path. The right context invites everything you need, as though you've always had the ability to create motivation effortlessly, simply by setting the right conditions. You might notice, as you think about what's possible for you, or your belief in possibility, yes, the belief that anything is possible, becomes more and more evident. It shapes the space around you, making it easy to begin the flow, allowing motivation to emerge, almost as if it were inevitable. Imagine that, the power to create motivation just like that. And as you continue, you might notice the next step naturally falls into place. The frame, the container of motivation begins to form. It's as though you can see the stage being set, the perfect backdrop for motivation to shine. It's the story that you tell yourself effortlessly. You might begin to notice how creating a compelling narrative, where every piece fits perfectly, makes motivation feel so natural, so engaging, so satisfying. A story unfolding in the best way possible. And you might just find, as you immerse yourself in the frame, the belief in value and curiosity begins to emerge, effortlessly guiding you forward. At every turn of the page, you're drawn in further. Everything becomes exciting and fulfilling, as if motivation is always at your fingertips, waiting to guide you along. And perhaps now you're feeling it, feeling the excitement of motivation being shaped by you. And with each of these steps, you begin to tap into desire. The desire that's uniquely yours. Desires that have always been a part of you. And you allow yourself to feel the pull, to sense the excitement. You begin to realize just how much energy and power you already have. Desires that guide you. Desires that shape your actions naturally and effortlessly. It's like a gentle wave pushing you forward, with the belief in flow guiding you to what feels right and what's meant for you. Can you sense that? Feel it right now. How easy it is to align with your desires and watch as motivation flows from them, like water moving along its path. And with that, the next step naturally follows. Action, movement. Every step you take feels natural, each one effortless, almost like a dance you've always known how to do. You might even notice, as you take each step, you're guided by your desires and beliefs, motivated to act in a way that feels completely right, as if the belief in possibility is creating a path for you, where every step you take is filled with purpose and satisfaction. And as you keep moving forward, you see how everything that you've set into motion, the context, the frame, your desires, your actions, creates a beautiful harmony. Can you feel how deeply satisfying it is to know that each step leads you to the next, as if everything just clicks into place? Now as you sit with this, notice how the energy of possibility and flow becomes more and more familiar. It feels comfortable, effortless and natural, doesn't it? Every part of the process, creating the context, framing the story, tapping into desire, taking action, becomes a part of you, shaping your belief in what's possible. And it continues to unfold, like a never-ending cycle of motivation, ever present, ever flowing. So take a moment to feel the power of this new way of being. And as you do, notice how effortlessly motivation moves through you. It's always there, always available, as if you simply unblocked the flow that was always yours. You might even notice how the more you embrace these beliefs, the more natural it feels. The more it becomes who you are, just like that. As you realize this, you might find yourself feeling more aligned, more energized, ready to take on anything. Because you now know, deep within, how easy it is to set the stage for motivation to emerge. It's all within you. Now that you've tapped into this new way of being, this new way of creating motivation, notice how your beliefs begin to reinforce each other. The belief in possibility makes action feel effortless, and the belief in flow makes your desires pull you forward. And in every moment, as you continue to move through this process, you feel more connected to the motivation that's always inside you, always available. And as we move forward, you might find the motivation continues to flow in ways that feel as natural as breathing, as inevitable as changing of the seasons. Because you've created the conditions for it, and now you know how to allow it to flow effortlessly. Each belief strengthening the next, creating a powerful, self-reinforcing cycle. Because you're beginning to notice, aren't you, how everything just seems to unfold naturally for you. It's as if the moment you start to focus, everything falls into place effortlessly. And you can't help but feel that sense of certainty, that sense of alignment deep within you. Imagine now, just for a moment, how easy it is to create the right environment, the perfect space for motivation to come to life. It's as if with each breath, you create a place where everything becomes possible. The beliefs you hold in your mind, beliefs in curiosity, in connection, in flow. They're not just ideas, but they're energies that surround you, guiding you to the next step. Can you feel that? How the moment you believe in possibility, the whole world begins to open up. And you notice how every opportunity, it starts to feel like it's meant for you. Yes, that belief, the belief that anything is possible, becomes a key that unlocks doors, and suddenly you start seeing the world in a new light. You see the space where motivation is already waiting to greet you. And as you begin to see this context, you realize it's not something you have to force. It's as though you've always known how to create the right conditions. A shift subtle yet profound, and motivation flows in effortlessly. And just as naturally, you notice the frame taking shape around you. It's almost as if you can see a story unfolding in front of you, one where motivation plays a starring role. Every chapter, every moment feels designed just for you. And as the frame of this narrative starts to become more vivid, you begin to feel the deep satisfaction of knowing you are the author, the creator of the story. The motivation is simply a part of it. You might feel a subtle shift. How beliefs in value and curiosity, they're now at the centre of the frame, painting everything in a new light, as if you're seeing everything through a new lens of excitement, wonder, and deep fulfillment. Can you sense it now? It's the frame, the story. With every turn of the page, motivation becomes more natural, more exciting. And as you lean into this story, you might find yourself effortlessly tapping into the desires that have always been there, just waiting to be recognized. Those desires, that deep yearning for something meaningful, something real. Those desires that guide you, that pull you forward. And now you start to realize, when you connect with them, when you let them guide you, motivation is simply the byproduct of this alignment. It flows from your desires effortlessly, like a river carving its path. As this flow begins to take shape, you realize how powerful it is to trust in your desires, to let them guide your every action. The belief in flow, yes, that powerful belief in effortless movement, becomes a guiding force, one that allows you to take the next step with ease, with excitement, with natural momentum. Now you may notice something even deeper, something subtle yet unmistakable. The action, the movement. With every step you take, you realize the path is unfolding before you, and you're walking it with purpose, with intention, with ease. And as you walk, something remarkable happens. You begin to realize how each step, no matter how small, lead you effortlessly to the next. It's as though the belief in possibility is shaping each action, guiding you to take each step with confidence. It's as though each move you make, it's a powerful act of creation. You're not forcing anything. You're simply allowing the path to emerge, and you're following it. And as you continue on this journey, you can begin to notice how the beliefs you hold, the belief in possibility, the belief in flow, the belief in connection, begins to create a beautiful synergy. The more you focus on these beliefs, the more effortless motivation becomes. It's like a symphony, each belief harmonizing with the next, creating a seamless flow of action, of movement, of progress. And as this symphony of beliefs play, you feel the deep satisfaction of knowing you're always moving forward, always aligned with what's truly meaningful to you. You might even notice how the more you embrace this flow, the more you see possibilities everywhere, each one waiting for you to step into it, knowing you've everything you need to make it yours. And now, as you become more and more familiar with this process, you begin to realize how easy it is to set the stage for motivation. Each belief you instill, every thought you nurture, every action you take, all of them work together to create the perfect conditions for motivation to emerge. It's as if everything is falling into place effortlessly, and you can't help but smile as you realize how simple it really is. You don't need to push or struggle. You simply need to allow beliefs to guide you, to show you the way. Can you feel it now? The deep knowing that motivation is already yours. That it's always been inside you, waiting for the right conditions to emerge. Yes, it's here inside you, always. Every time you tap into your belief in possibility, every time you lean into your desires, every time you take action, you create the perfect conditions for motivation to flow. With every breath, you become more attuned, more aligned with it. Motivation is not something you need to chase. It's something you can now access at any time, just by shifting your focus, by stepping into the frame you've created. And as you sit with this, you begin to notice how everything is unfolding perfectly for you. The context, the frame, the desires, the action, they all work together, creating a powerful cycle, one that you can tap into at any time. This is your new reality. Motivation flows through you, to you, from you. It's not a question of effort or struggle. It's simply a natural part of who you are, who you've always been. You've unlocked the secret, and now with every breath you realize just how powerful this is, how powerful you are. Every belief, every step, every moment, you're creating the conditions for motivation to emerge, naturally and effortlessly, just like that.